Hi, everyone.
Keep up that energy.
Hi, everyone.
Tell them the name of your show.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Constantly Chaotic.
You got it right this time.
Yeah, I did, bitch. Yeah, I fucking did, bitch. Yeah, I fucking did, bitch. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna be wiping my nose a lot because, as you can see, like, it's really, like, leaking, and this is why this is red.
Yes, his herpes sore is quite...
I don't do coke. I don't have herpes. I'm a child of God. I don't do those, godly things. Like, so yeah.
No, please go ahead. I just chuckle at things that I find.
We're also not supposed to be looking straight. We're supposed to be looking at each other. That's
you say that
said.
as I'm looking at you.
So what are we going to talk about today?
You know what? We just do what we do. Like, if I want to look at the camera and address the people directly, I'm going to do that. If I want to look at you...
But you bitched about it.
I didn't bitch about it. Here's the thing. See, we're like a new podcast, so not really sure what the rules are and getting
Therefore,
feedback,
episode 2.
Getting feedback and...
If you didn't know we were new, here you are back at the range.
Anyway, one of my biggest gripes is the fact that I was very nervous doing the first podcast because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do. You just looked at the camera again.
I looked back at you just like you did to me, so continue.
Okay, all right.
Okay, great.
I hate people. We just both worked an 11-hour day.
I thought we weren't supposed to look at the camera.
11-hour day. Dealing with...
We do what we want, obviously, so...
Well, because this sore is, like, right there.
It's not a sore. You don't even know what sores are? This is... If anything, this would be a rash.
Perhaps, but I still have this fear that it's just gonna, like, pop and pus or something. And I say that out of sheer concern for you. I'm a good person.
You would need pus for that. You would need pus to be already on my face for that to happen, no? You would need... For that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so what's gonna explode at you?
I have no idea.
Okay.
There is something there, though, that I'm trying to...
I know, look, it's fucking leaking.
It's leaking.
If I could chop off my nose and, like, get a new one, like a whole new system, like, you know how a lot of people, like, scrap their cars?
Sure.
What if I could scrap my nose?
You can.
Like an iRobot. You ever watched the movie?
It's been a long time, but yes, I did watch that movie. I remember liking it for the most part, but it was also kind of creepy.
Not iMovie, Robot. You ever watch the animated series, Robot?
Oh, I saw that one too. I remember even less about that. I just remember one scene with Robin Williams' character.
When the silver parts were coming in and you had to buy them to get new parts, or you're gonna be outmoded.
And he kept putting the voice box in his mouth, and they had that little cameo from James Earl Jones where he picked up the voice box and turned into Darth Vader.
Yes. You would have an orgasm about that one.
I did. I
yeah, that's better. You can't see my fucking...
Yes, iRobot was the one with Will Smith.
William Smith, yes.
Yes, whose wife almost destroyed the Oscars.
I mean, she raised some valid points there.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the following year, like, every African American won.
Well deserved, honestly.
And they get to go home and take home the trophy and say, I won this because she bitched.
But if you think about it, most things that change need to be bitched about. Most changes come from bitching.
Does that mean that I can change Amazon by bitching about it?
Yeah, but you bitch about stupid shit with Amazon.
No, because it's ridiculous what we have to deal with on a daily basis.
I mean, I get it, but it's not that big of a deal.
Well, maybe not for you, but, like, I'm traumatized by it.
Oh!
Say whatever you want.
No, say about your trauma. Explain to people
no,
what
I will happily do.
What you compared your trauma to.
An example from just this morning. We run out of water. We have to get our own water now. That's a whole fucking bullshit and a half. But anyway, so I had to go across the street to buy a few gallons of water. Please know that I am not exaggerating in any way, shape, or form. I took one step outside, and from 2 fucking blocks away, I saw someone crossing the street with a fucking Amazon box, and I went... I just see boxes and I cringe because I can't take it anymore. And it's not even like I got paper cuts. It's just knowing what that box represents now fills me with fear. Any box that I have in my house is in a closet now because I don't want to look at boxes. I hate them. I hate what they represent. And I know that 99% of those boxes are one day going back to Amazon with some bullshit item that you should have never bought on Amazon in the first place in it. Someone came in returning a wicker basket. Who returns a wicker basket? Who buys a wicker basket on Amazon in the first place? But anyway,
maybe there was a good deal. Maybe it was the only color. Maybe it was the quality. I don't
go
fucking
out,
know.
do something. But I saw this. I saw this return. I look at it, and was it you who I was working with at the time? And I said, why the fuck does nobody go to Bed Bath & Beyond anymore? The next day, the very next day, I read an article about how Bed Bath & Beyond is closing all these locations.
Yeah, a lot of people are. Forever 21 was, Bed Bath & Beyond. I forget who else. Yeah, they're being outsourced by Amazon.
It's ridiculous. And you know what the problem is? They have what you need. Like, here's the thing. It's very complicated, because if you need something, Amazon probably has it. For example, I need two old-fashioned brass clips for fucking paper.
You're so fucking Caucasian. Old-fashioned. Just say brass clips.
They are old-fashioned. These are things I remember from my youth, but nobody has them. Apparently, I can get it delivered to me on Sunday morning by Amazon because nobody else has it.
Well, if you didn't wait till last fucking minute to get your brass clips, this wouldn't be an issue.
Okay, well, the fact still remains that I can't, they're not available. So
you waited last minute.
I would have had to order them on Amazon anyway.
Exactly.
But if I need
And mind
them,
you, the ad he showed me was Walmart, not Amazon. So...
well, they didn't offer expedited. I would have to wait like a month to get it from
So
Walmart.
why not go on Amazon? You could have gotten it by yesterday.
Actually, I did check, and it wasn't... Sunday was the soonest I could get it.
Do you have Prime? No, you don't.
No, I would have paid for the expedited shipping.
You need Prime in order for it to show up.
They usually give you the option to pay for overnight shipping if you want to pay $50 fucking for shipping. Which for these damn clips I would. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, on one hand, they have everything, so that's why they're around. But if I was going to order them, I would have kept them because I wanted them. I'm not going to be back returning all these fucking brass clips and wicker baskets and fucking used dildos next week, because if I want it, I will order it and I will keep it. And that is the theme of what people should do. Know what you want, order it, and keep it. There's no reason. There's this guy, you know, you probably know who I'm talking about. He's a nice guy. He's not as funny as he thinks he is, but he's a nice guy. So you try to be nice. He's always like, oh, it's me again, returning for the missus. And he has 20 fucking boxes that, oh, excuse me, bags and boxes.
Cute.
He's not cute.
I find him very
He's
cute.
annoying, is what he is.
very
Like,
cute.
I don't know if you noticed, but the last 2 times he came in, I completely ignored him. Because there is no reason every other day to be returning 20 fucking items. There's not.
So the fuck what though? It's not your business. And number one...
Yes, it is!
Number one, if we had nothing to do, you would bitch about how bored you are.
Oh, I would never complain about being bored.
Yes, you fucking would.
I can fill my time with just about anything.
Like what?
I can play a mobile game. I can look up things on the internet. I can jerk off. I can do whatever I want to do with my free time. Or I can try to keep the place organized. It's kind of hard to do that when you're trying to seal up a box and then there's oh my god, I got more Amazon returns that are supposed to go in that box. Yeah, but you never get anything done that way. You don't remember this, but like last year, I was staying 2 hours late every day after work just to clean the place up. To be fair, part of the reason for that is because the people I worked with were completely useless. But in any event, yeah, but it was worse in that regard, but it still shouldn't be like that. It's constant. And just because you can return something doesn't mean that you should be getting something just to return it.
Well, how are you just getting it just to return it?
If you're returning
That's an assumption.
20 items every 2 days, you're getting stuff just to
Maybe
return
she
it.
gets things to try on, doesn't get the right size. It actually saves her time. A lot of people do that with multiple companies.
So you're taking the, if they're going to let you do it, you might as well do it at argument.
No, if we're adding the argument, you're just stating the fact that it's multiple shipments. Now let me give you the same pondering question. What if it was just one huge bag with all those same shits in it? It wouldn't be an issue now, would it?
It wouldn't be as annoying, but the principle would be the same.
Yes, but you're going off the annoyance. Your
stuff.
foundation is off the annoyance of the fact that it's multiple shipments and we had to scan each single one of them, and there's just so many packages and we can't do anything. Now, if you put all those packages in one bag, it wouldn't be that much of annoying, would it? Everyone just
look at me in the eye right now and tell me that not even the first 2, that the 10th time, it's not annoying when someone comes in and says, "Oh, I I've never done this before.
We're not talking about that.
Amazon tells me I just have to show you this thing, but I can't find it. I lost connection.
We're not talking about
And it happens 100 fucking times a day. And it's completely unnecessary.
But we're not talking about that.
I am talking about the whole thing in general.
Now you are. Before you were just talking about 20 fucking items and one thing and how frustrating it is when you're not even the one who scans them half the time.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. And I am. What are you talking about?
No, you're not. Every time he comes in, I'm usually the one that helps.
Oh, that guy. Yes, that. The
guy you were talking about. Your argument was his main person.
He's an example of a larger problem. Yes, if you want to be technical, yes, you helped him the last 2 times because
That's multiple times, but
I no longer can stand him, and you apparently think he's adorable.
I think he's the cutest thing.
So you go right ahead then.
I will. Fuck.
All you're talking about wanting strong men, and then you think this guy's adorable, who's basically his wife's bitch. Go to the store and return these items, or you don't get dinner tonight.
When the fuck did I say I would marry him?
You didn't say you would marry him.
When did I say that I would like literally just end my whole career for him?
I mean, there's a big age difference there. I certainly hope that.
I always liked the older man, but
I'm just ignoring that little notion that you just did.
Why?
Because it was.
What's the issue?
It was weird.
How was it weird? You mentioned an age gap, and I said I always liked older men.
You're so easy. The point I'm trying to make is
that's why. Wasn't that funny now, was it?
It was, but I don't need you to find it funny. I need them to find it funny. They're what's important right now. Actually, then again, fuck them. Because the truth of the matter is, so if anyone is watching this and laughing, thinking, oh, he's so funny, you're probably one of the people who does it. So if that's the case,
why are you attacking our viewers?
Because some people like the abuse.
I mean, yeah, it's a fetish, but
you ever go? Well, that's a little strong of a word. You ever go to a comedy show? Like, you want to be the guy that the comedian makes fun of in the crowd?
No. Absolutely not.
Well, then you're not doing it right. I haven't been to one in a long time.
So apparently I'm not doing it right, but he's been to none in the last, what, 10 years?
No, it was less than that. No, yeah, less than that. But I'm
sorry, guys. I know this is like gross, me constantly wiping my nose, but like literally my nose is the fucking worst. So here we are back at the ranch, and it's just I would chop it off. I would, if I could get a new nose without any issue, I would chop it off. But just please know that I acknowledge it and you acknowledge it, and we're here.
I mean, it's called plastic surgery. You can get a new.
But I'm not wasting money on plastic surgery.
So don't just put in a request or file a what do they call those things, a hardship excuse, and just get it for free.
That wouldn't fall under a hardship. That's a cosmetic surgery.
So just bribe someone. That's what everybody else does now. I desperately need this nose for my career path, and just tell them you're a minority. You'll probably get it for free. You don't even have to be one. Just pretend to be one. Say you're like 1% Cherokee or something.
You let me know when you're done.
I pretty much just finished.
Beautiful. Hope you enjoyed that rant, because I sure didn't. So are you done with your Amazon rant? Is there anything else you'd like to bitch about today? Because apparently you have multitudes.
Well, no, the problem was that like I'm always gonna have rage in me when it comes to Amazon, because they suck, and it's not just them, it's the people, and they need to just go. They've taken a job that I once didn't mind so much, and they've just ruined everything that was good about it.
Because you let them.
No, it's not. Well, you can pretend if you want, but it's not just me.
Oh no, I get annoyed, but it's not trauma.
I'm not even meaning you. Like, delivery people are complaining. Like, I go to the corporate meetings, they all have issues with it. It's only like that. There's always that one kiss ass who looks like Mr. Clean, and literally nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. But he's always like, oh, I find no problem with the Amazon return program. It's a nice source of additional income. I guess that's funny if you don't know who I'm talking about, but trust me, he's the only one who doesn't say anything bad about it, and that's because he's a corporate kiss ass. He's not allowed to. Like, the normal people who converse with each other all complain about it. It's ridiculous. And it's like, everything that all the extra work that they make us do is so that they could save money. Like, does Amazon really need to save money?
Yes. I'm really just kidding. You're just exhausting me with this rant, so I'm literally just looking at you.
What do you mean you're you literally just have to sit there and listen. How is that exhausting?
Because you're bitching about something that is constantly going to happen. It's like me bitching about my nose. Like, if I don't make a joke about my nose...
You know, we look blurry.
You do, but it'll fix itself. A lot of cameras do that. They go in and out of focus.
I don't know. I watched the last one, and I thought that we still looked a little blurry-ish on it, but I guess that's fine. I'll take it. So since you would like me to stop complaining about Amazon...
I never said stop complaining, but just be aware.
Good, because I will always complain.
That's without a doubt. Trust me. Without an earthly doubt.
Do you have anything of a more... Because you're supposed to be the positive half of this. Do you have anything positive that you...
Absolutely!
Then you go, you go, girl.
Alright. I've been obsessed with certain YouTubers lately. Like, fucking obsessed with certain YouTubers. Chris Clemens, for one of them. He's fucking amazing. I love his humor. I love how he is. He's just very, like, great. Grace Helbig, Memory Hard, Hannah Hart, my babes. Literally love them so much. I'm just in love with YouTube right now, honestly, truthfully. I'm not gonna lie. Carly and Aaron from the Vlog Squad, Zayn and Heath from the Vlog Squad, Matt King from the Vlog Squad, Heath's girlfriend. I'm just really, really, really into YouTube right now. And Astral Chain. But
Astral Chain looks cool.
it's so fucking cool.
Unfortunately, that's the only thing of what you just said that I have any familiarity
Well, you
with.
even know what the fucking control panel is, so I don't expect you to know what YouTube people are.
A control panel is a very general term. It's used for so many things.
But we were talking about a computer.
Yeah, who doesn't know what a computer control panel is?
I'm just really surprised. Are you being serious that you didn't know what it was?
I didn't know what you were referring to at the time.
Do you know what a control panel is?
Sure.
What is it?
It's the thing that you pull up on most computers, but we're limited on what we have and where.
That's not. I don't need extra information. I'm just asking you. Do you know what it is?
Isn't that the thing where you can control which programs you close?
Do you know that because I told you? No, that's not a
You
control
actually?
button. That's not a control button.
Okay, well then I still don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
force quit.
Okay.
Are blurry.
Yes, we are blurry. You want to adjust the settings in the control panel?
So what's up? So what do you want to talk about today? What's on your brain? What's on your membrane? As you can tell, this podcast has not really no script and point. So we're gonna try this out and see how this works out. Because the last one we felt that we were just like too like stiff and too robotic. So we're gonna see how this one works. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, being stiff is only good in certain situations.
And you wouldn't know. So, anything you'd like to talk about?
Let me try talking about something that I enjoy.
Please, try your hardest. I know it's hard.
It is actually hard. No, I don't like wrestling these days.
You're wearing a Zelda shirt.
I am. It's actually funny enough. I think I referenced this shirt the last time that on the first podcast.
You most definitely did because you know you did, and that's why you wore it today.
This is from Majora's Mask. Kind of an oddball entry into the Legend of Zelda series, but whenever I'm feeling in a particular, like, it's hard to explain, but you need to want to play this game. And I occasionally just get the
game.
You know, it's a really weird game, and there's a really cool theory about it that it's Link dying.
Yes, we talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, because what's it in Ocarina of Time? There's like one version where like he doesn't. It's confusing, but in one he goes to the future and fixes everything, but in another he never comes back. So in Majora's Mask, it's basically him like falling down the pit. I think he was killed by by someone in the forest or something, and he goes to this weird world where it's all people that he knows, but they're different. It's like all the same characters, but they have different roles. So it's kind of like I would imagine your memory if you're trying to remember people in a dream where everything's all like kerfuffled, and each like it's split up into 4 worlds, like well, not four regions, and it's like the first region the guy's like really angry. So if you know like the stages of grief and you know, so there's like anger, there's depression, there's bargaining, you know. Then
you don't bargain during grief.
No, it's like you know, God, if you bring this person back, I promise I'll be good. Like you're still trying to make it work. I don't know exactly where bargaining comes into play, but it is a thing. It is a thing.
So why Skull Kid?
I don't know if the particular use of Skull Kid was significant. I think just because he maybe just because his graphic looked the best with the mask. But he's actually in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but you love him.
Yeah, but he's kind of a nobody in Ocarina of Time. He's just kind of just chilling.
So why do you love him?
I love him in Majora's Mask because they made him...
So you like the character?
I don't like him in terms of like, oh, he's cool, I want to hang out with him, because at the end of the day, he's kind of a whiny bitch. Who's like, oh, my friends left me.
You literally
so
have a sticker of his mask on the register.
As a lover of the video game, I like him as a villain. I think he's really, really creepy. Like, you know how when you put on a video game, they have...
You would literally get an orgasm when you played Hyrule Warriors and you found out that he was a playable character.
I did, and the very first thing I did was I did everything I could to unlock him.
So you love the character?
I know, I love the character as a villain. I think he's creepy. Like, he's the kind of person I like fighting.
I'm surprised you don't have any like memorabilia.
If the villain is not compelling, I don't necessarily want to play the game.
That's stupid.
Because you gotta feel like you're the character. Who if I'm facing some nobody, it's not that exciting. Like Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth. It's a nasty motherfucker. You know, like he got the music. Fighting him actually means something. You feel like you're like, I gotta stop this guy. He's fucking nuts. But if the villain's too boring, it does take something away from it for me. And Skull Kid was cool because, you know, whenever you turn a video game on, they have that opening montage. Please, I'm not kidding. The first time I put it on, I watched the whole thing from start to finish. And it's just all these shots of the town, and everybody's happy, they're moving things around. And then it's just at the very end, now that you've gotten a little time with these characters and you think they're, oh, this is a nice happy town, the music changes. It's like dun, 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 and you just see the Skull Kid looking at you with the fucking beady eyes. I was actually scared. If a video game can scare me like that,
is that why you don't have any memorabilia in your room? Like no action figures or anything of him?
No, actually, I don't have a lot of room, but I want to get one day like a mask or something hanging on my wall, because I do like the character very much, and that's one of the few things that I like. And that's the thing. As much as I love the
So why haven't you got one?
Because I don't really have the room for it.
How big do you think the fucking mask is?
I don't know. I mean, if we're gonna dream big here, I'm gonna have a really, really big one. Oh, I could turn the eyes into like lights, and that could be like my nightlight. Just a giant fucking Skull Kid mask on the wall. Actually, technically, it's not a Skull Kid mask; it's Majora's Mask. Skull Kid wears the mask temporarily, but as you find out at the end of the game, the two are not the same thing. In fact, the mask literally leaves him. And then goes and floats up into the fucking sky, and then you gotta follow the mask and fight the demon out of it. I don't know, did you ever play that? Like, I know you're familiar with it.
Yes, I played it, but I watched people play it, but I never paid too much attention to it.
Watching people play it and playing it are not the same thing.
And that's why I corrected myself. Thank you. Appreciate that so much.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Absolutely, Mr. I don't know what control panel is. You wanted to correct me on what verbiage to use. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that as much as you think I do.
The control panel thing isn't as funny as you think it is.
It's not funny. It's actually quite embarrassing.
I'm not embarrassed.
I know nothing embarrasses you until it embarrasses you. So, I mean,
What's to be embarrassed about?
you not knowing what a control panel is. You literally work. Actually, then again, you got like an iPhone like literally almost 2 years ago, forced because your flip phone broke.
Well, actually, it was more of the fact that my boss was texting me and I was getting squiggly characters.
So, and then your phone broke. So,
I also missed out on a booty call because of it.
what do you call you?
Pretty sure I told you that story. I was getting these weird fucking
Oh, with your ex.
squiggly characters type things, and then I found.
Would you even have done anything though?
Why not?
Bullshit.
I had a few beer. I was hoping that's where the conversation was going. We were both in like the same place with different groups of people, and we were joking about sneaking off together. And that's when the message.
Like Romeo and Juliet?
No,
like fucking like sneaking off together to where?
No, Romeo and Juliet were like
Star-crossed lovers, I know. Blah, 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 blah.
Love had nothing to do with what we were planning on doing.
I guess.
So, between that and the situation with my boss, I realized that the reason why I was getting these, for lack of better, deformed text messages were because people were sending them from newer phones to my old flip phone, which I do miss it sometimes. Sometimes.
I do miss my flip phone sometimes too. Flip phone.
You know, I didn't have to charge it every day. I used to have to charge like once every 3 days.
Well, you also play video games on your iPhone.
Well,
You play Pokemon Go like it's fucking crack.
Oh, I gotta visit a Pokestop too today. I forgot.
Sucks.
I forgot.
Have fun with that one.
That's alright. There's a Pokestop right outside the studio. No, there really is.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You know that little statue with the pom-poms?
Yes.
That's a Pokestop. I'm not even joking. That's the one I visit every day when I'm in work, because it reaches the signal or whatever. Because if you the first Pokestop a day that you visit, you get like bonus experience. Honestly, I'm not really that into it.
Yes, you are.
No,
yes, you are.
It's just
you literally spend time trying to catch a Pokemon, and then you spend time trying to catch dark Pokemons, so you can get them and evolve them, and then make them dark, and then make them light again because you think they're super cool.
I mean,
that's a lot of work, if you ask me.
It's an amusing distraction when you're in work. And
you know what I'm so fucking mad about? That we didn't get to try the gingerbread cake.
Why? I thought you opened it.
No, I opened it, but I didn't grab a bite.
You went at that fucking cake like a...
I did not go... Stop telling bullshit. I did not even touch that cake.
No, I mean, like, what was the point of opening it if you
I wanted to see it. I was curious.
It was a cute cake.
It was cute.
I probably really like it, too. It's gingerbread.
Just in time for the holiday.
Oh, you know what I tried on 2 days ago for the first time?
What?
Pistachio Oreos. They were good. Like, really, really good. And they're the thin ones, too, which I like.
So not too much flavor at once, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of, like, the double stuff and stuff like that, because that's too much cream.
Yeah.
I actually like the taste of the cookie.
Mm-hmm.
But the pistachio ones, they come in the thin, and I could not believe how good they were. Like, I took one...
I feel like the thin ones are, like, just a recipe for disaster. You're just going to continuously keep eating them.
You can't say the same thing about the ones with all the cream. The cookies
No,
gotta
you
be...
like decide, like, there's too much sweetness. Too much sweetness with the big ones. With the small ones, you'd be like, oh,
I don't know why the sound effects were necessary, but yeah.
Coming from you, you just fucking made the music of Majora's Mask popping up.
It was relevant to the topic.
So is my sound effect.
Okay, but so you're basically saying you'll eat them like crackers because they're so thin, right?
You'll just eat them in multiple fucking feedings feedings. That's the word I decided to use. Because they're small, you can just.
They're actually the same size as a regular Oreo.
No, they're fucking
They're
not.
just thinner.
So they're not the same size.
Yeah, but you can't, like, the circumference of the circle.
I have a huge mouth. I have a huge mouth.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, but
I'm gonna at least fit 3 at once.
Okay, well, for normal people like me, the circumference of the Oreo is the same whether it's thin or thick. So, like, I'm not just gonna eat 3 at a time just because they're thinner. I still eat them 1 at a time, as any normal human being should. Lest we get.
So you're judging people who eat more than one Oreo at a time?
I'm not.
Is that what you're doing?
But I'm not surprised when they can't fit through the door. That's all I'm saying.
Coming from you.
Yes, coming
from you.
Everything I say comes from me.
You fucking eat Taco Bell like it's cereal.
But I can still fit through the door, so it's good. I don't
because
eat
you
it like
walk
cereal.
everywhere. You walk everywhere.
I love walking.
I don't. It's an extra chore that doesn't need to be done.
No, I don't.
I mean, I go to the gym, but that's cute.
Yes, he does. He goes to the gym. He doesn't feel well. He's tired, but he goes to the gym.
I'm a masochist. What can I say?
Oh, as long as you admit it.
I've never doubted it. I've never denied it either. You just have an issue with it because apparently for you, you have to do what you say. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, but I'll just jeopardize my health. It's not like I'm in bed dying. I just have to take care of my face.
You do have to take care of your face. Absolutely.
That's why I'm in this predicament right now, because I was a fucking moron.
How did not taking care of it cause?
Because I have acute sinusitis, which means that if I go for too long, all the pain measures up here, so it sticks here. So this is what's happening. If you paid attention to any time that I've explained it to you, which was multiple times.
Well, you said if I don't...
Because if I don't cover my face... Okay, so if I'm sweating and I don't cover my face, I'm going to get a cold plus whatever else decides to do it. And I already have sinusitis, which means my nose will be more clogged than it already is. And everything will back up.
So that's all you have to do is cover your face?
I just have to cover this area of my head, yeah.
Why don't you get one of those, like, ninja masks or something?
I don't know. I always had a stigma with those, but I feel like I should.
Well, if that's going to be the only thing that's going to fix it, or you could have a religion change.
Why must you go there?
Well, no, then you could have a reason for
Why must you go there?
And then you won't leak anymore.
Why must you go there?
I'm actually trying to help you.
Why must you go there?
About peace, right? It's a peaceful
religion.
Why
must you go there?
And then you
What religion are you talking about?
I'm talking about Muslim.
Why must you go there?
Because they're the ones that wear the thing on
I get that, but why must you? Why couldn't you just stop at ninja mask? Why couldn't you just stop at...
Oh, no, I'm on a different... I'm not saying that's a ninja mask.
But we got the
similarities between the two are uncanny, but I'm not...
No, there isn't. One is thinner than the other.
Right. They're not the same thing. That's not...
That is a veil.
Isn't it called a hijab?
No, sweetness.
What's the hijab? I get that mixed up.
Hijab is... They just cover from here.
Oh.
That is a veil when you only have their eyes visible. It's a veil.
Okay, all right. Well, either way, just do the one that you get to cover.
How can you just speak out of your fucking asshole? You literally just speak. You don't think about shit.
I think about... How do you say I speak out of my ass and I don't think about shit? If I speak out of my ass, shit is kind of the mark of excellence, isn't it?
No, you speak bullshit, but you don't think about shit. You're like diarrhea. No one ever thinks about diarrhea. It just happens.
Well, I think about diarrhea.
Why?
Like, if I even remotely feel like anything's coming on, I'm thinking about it. I don't need it. I don't need to start shitting myself to think about diarrhea. I think about it before.
But how do you think about diarrhea before you shit?
Because I know it's coming.
Yeah, back.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, but you don't...
Wait, pause for editing.
I love when y'all say pause for editing. Did you notice in the last episode that I leave it in?
Yeah, I did notice.
So it shows you that he doesn't watch it.
No, I did say...
So it showed you were just speaking bullshit out of your
Why was I smirking when I said it if I knew that? I knew that he didn't cut it out. That's why I was laughing. Are you going to tell me what I'm doing more?
You're right. That's why I'm just shutting my mouth. Because me trying to convince you of anything else will just be a waste of my time.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm very cognizant of my things. Sometimes. I'm stubborn more than anything else.
I give you a lot of credit for actually saying that word correctly.
Cognizant?
Yes, you always go... You always fuck it up.
What do I do? Do it again. What do I do?
You say Kanganuts.
I've never said that about cognizant.
Absolutely have. You have fucked that word up many times.
Do you mean epitome?
That's a different story.
Because I used to say epitome for some fucking reason.
That's a completely different one, but that's funny too.
I always say cognizant.
No. You knew how to say cognizant properly. You just would stutter when you would say it.
Also, now you're making fun of a possible speech impediment that I have. You're that asshole.
Since when do you have Since when do you have a speech impediment?
You never know.
The only thing wrong with what you say is the things that you say.
Coming from you.
Yes. What are you talking about? I'm.
You're the messiah of words.
Messiah.
Is that the right word?
That doesn't even really. I mean, I see what you're trying to do. But
Like God, are you the god of vocabulary?
No.
Or the god of grammar? Or the god of speech?
I have one very, very big difference between God.
Yeah, you don't believe in him.
I was gonna say that.
That's a topic for another fucking day.
I don't know that he exists. I'm not sure that he exists. I wouldn't say. I've never confirmed that I don't believe in him.
Yes, you have.
The difference between me and God, though, is that I let you know that I'm here.
Unfortunately. In many ways.
You will know when I'm around.
Yes, darkness will just... You're like... You know what you are? You're like an entry-level Dementor. You're not even like a high-level Dementor, like the one that Sirius Black would be scared of. You're like an entry-level Dementor. Like the only one who would possibly be scared of you is like Crookshanks. Because like you're obviously evil, but like you're obviously not that evil to scare anyone.
Are you actually implying... Well, this isn't really the most important thing that you just said, but why the cat? Why do you go to the cat and say the cat's gonna be scared? The cats are fierce creatures that you would fucking Dementor up.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Cats are amazing. Do not insult cats.
Cats are amazing, yes, but they also terrify me because I feel like they are Satan's spawn workers. But at the same time, some cats are very docile, just like dogs. Some dogs are very docile, and some dogs will tear you the fuck up.
Like pit bulls.
Oh, stop. Do you really believe pit bulls are that aggressive?
They can be.
They have aggressive tendencies, but it's how you raise them.
I'm just saying, I've never heard about a chihuahua mauling somebody.
Bullshit! Chihuahuas bite more people than anyone.
But the little fucking titty...
Chihuahuas, Pomeranians...
Notice I said mauled. Of course,
Chihuahuas don't even have the mouth to maul anyone.
Exactly, so I'm not worried about
They can barely maul their kibble, and you're talking about that you wanted to fucking maul a human?
No, I don't. I don't want any dog to maul a human. I'm just saying that you're not afraid of... What are they going to do? Chew you to death? Gnaw at your bone? No. Pit bulls will tear you apart. There was this really...
Did you know that pit bulls back in the day were made to raise kids?
Okay. And then what happened? They killed too many, so they stopped it?
No, they're just... A lot of people raise them in different ways. People are like children. Dogs are like children. That's why how you raise them.
Okay. For argument's sake, I'll agree with that because animals. Well, I was gonna say animals aren't inherent.
Animals are the closest thing to humans.
Well, it depends on which animal.
No.
Some animals are evil.
Like who? Like what animal is evil? Inherently evil.
Okay. Evil is the wrong word because evil implies an intent to do bad intentionally. I should say instinctual. Like, you're not gonna chill with a you can raise a polar bear.
Yes,
from
a man has.
And then the polar bear will kill you.
No, not if you respect its boundaries.
What boundaries does a polar bear have?
You just respect certain shit. I don't fucking know. Does it look like I raise polar bears for a living?
How does the polar bear say, this is my area, don't cross this area, or I'll fucking kill you?
He'll let you know, bitch.
I'd rather just not raise one than
Why not? They're cuddly and cute until they're not.
Yeah, until they kill you.
Why do animals have to kill you? Yes, there have been many reports of animals doing it, but not like that many to the point where people stop doing it.
Listen, I'm not saying that you should go out killing out. No, actually, I'm a big...
Polar bears are highly endangered right now. They are struggling. They are on the struggle bus. That Coca-Cola polar bear, remember him? Maybe he's not in the Arctic drinking a Coca-Cola anymore. Well, that's global warming.
That's because of global warming, right?
Maybe he's in the fucking Amazon.
How the fuck do people still deny global warming? Like,
it is one of those things that I just sit and I wonder, do you not see what's going on? Or do you believe that like the world is just like a Netflix Planet Earth special where you still believe that you're watching the 2008 version where everything is still green and pretty and the polar ice caps are still there?
There is one person that I know whose opinion I genuinely respect.
Trump.
And I said that I know.
So,
and he's a die-hard Republican. And he's the kind of person you could ask a question to and it doesn't turn into a fight.
Oh, you're talking about that? One of your friends?
Yes. So I asked him about global warming because as a diehard...
And he fought with you.
No, he didn't fight.
He threw
with
grass
me.
at you.
He didn't fight with me. But the only explanation that he had was, well, it's not an exact science. That doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
So wait, for something to exist, it has to be an exact science?
That was the closest thing to a reasonable argument I've ever heard against global warming.
Cancer wasn't an exact science at one point.
There you go. So what, that doesn't exist? Something is going on. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is.
It's very much going on.
The fucking Arctic is like, see you later, bitches. Like a massive pool.
Yeah, and people don't understand what that does. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm a scientist and I get it all. But, like, I can only tell you, like, just from here, like, we're getting blizzards.
Bitch. It was fucking snowing while it was sunny.
Yeah. And that never happened here.
Never know.
You know, and weather patterns are changing. I was actually talking to someone just a few days ago who was talking about how cold it is in Georgia. And I was like, Georgia's right by Florida. That's obviously they do have moments of where it gets cooler, but she was saying it was like winter down there. And then when I said I didn't think Georgia was going to be cold, and she's like, honey, you got to pay attention to this global warming.
What accent did you just mimic?
I was...
What? No. I need an answer. I don't need an explanation. What did you just mimic?
The person who was speaking.
What color was she?
I don't see color. I'm colorblind.
Shut the fuck up. What did you just mimic?
Well,
why couldn't a regular woman just speak it? Why'd you have to use the finger?
Because, you know, I'm an impressionist at times. And
impressionist. And
when I'm saying something that someone else says, I immerse myself in them.
You immerse yourself into Florida. In the Florida environment, is what you're telling me.
Georgia.
So you were in Georgia. Sorry. So you immerse yourself into the Georgia climate.
Right, and I became the person.
Who was the person
to me? I don't remember her name.
What did she look like? Describe her to me, since you're an impressionist. Describe her. Who did you impersonate?
I impersonate characters, not actual physical appearances. She was a lovely woman. We had a nice.
What was her background?
She was a customer. I didn't get her full life story. I'm not like you, where I'm like, what are you doing? How's this person? How's your girlfriend? Why don't you talk? Like, it's a customer. You don't need to know their whole life story.
You build relationships with your customers. You don't even talk shit to me about. You don't
build a rapport. You don't build relationships.
You literally have so many relationships with so many customers that come in here that you bitch about.
I can't help it that people like me.
Like you?
People who are smart and good judges of character like me.
Go to a fucking horse and see if it doesn't kick you. We should do that one day. We should go to one of the horses that are doing the parades and see if it kicks you.
Ever since Christopher Reeve's incident, I'm afraid of horses.
So a horse kicked him?
Well, no, he was riding one and it just
bucked him off.
And it was a thing, like he was a regular rider. Like it was all these times he rode the horse.
You know that I'm a rider.
And then he just fucking hit his head and he was paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of his life. I mean, that was Superman.
Confined. He wasn't so super.
Well, it was a little fucked up of you to say, but
it wasn't fucked up. If I was making fun of his paraplegicness, that would be fucked up.
What South Park did, that was fucked up.
You're telling me I'm fucked up for just saying he wasn't so super, and you watch South Park like it's your fucking diet plan.
He was sucking the stem cells out of aborted fetuses, and it gave him strength, and he became strong.
Like Voldemort.
I don't know. Voldemort doesn't deserve to be mentioned in the same sentence as that. Voldemort's special. Yeah, no, the weird South Park thing and Voldemort are not the same thing.
Voldy.
You gotta watch the newer movies though, because
like Fantastic Beasts and all that shit. Oh my god, you're right. I do. I just have to give in because I feel like if I watch those movies, I'm just gonna give up on Harry Potter. Like I don't like the fact that Daniel Radcliffe wasn't in the new one.
He's not supposed to be.
Yeah, no, but at any point,
it's a prequel.
I don't get that.
They might do some
fucking
weird
Star Wars. That's like why not release the prequel?
There's one.
Why not make a prequel?
Of what?
So why not just make a prequel first?
I've actually thought about that, and there's an answer that I came up with. I truly, in my heart, believe that if, like Star Wars, you gave an example, if Star Wars Episode 1 had came out first, I don't think it would have been as popular. See, I went through a phase where I was an aspiring writer, and you wanna start something that hooks. And like Star Wars opened up, the very first scene, the ship's getting attacked, and you don't know who any of these people are, but you're suddenly invested, like what's going on, they're trying to get the princess.
But you're comparing Star Wars, a show that is based on, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're basing Star Wars on a movie that's based on chaos. It is based in chaos. Is it not?
I mean, it's based on the Force.
Which is chaos.
It has moments of chaos. I wouldn't say that it's constantly
but Harry Potter opened with Harry Potter being left on a doorstep.
I just name dropped the name of our show and you just totally talked over me. Go ahead. What were you saying?
It's constantly chaotic.
That's what I said.
You said constant chaos.
I said it's not constantly chaotic.
Why do you need to name drop the show? People already know what we are.
No, they don't. Someone just clicked in halfway through the show. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Click in through halfway through the show? How can they click in?
If they came on right now...
How can they click?
You just open it up, click the halfway point just to see what's happened, and all of a sudden they see this good-looking guy wearing a Skull Kid thing, and someone gushing blood from his nose, and they're like, what the fuck's going on? I truly did not hear what you said, though, so please repeat what you said.
I said, literally, Star Wars, you're starting pew, 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 pew. And then Harry Potter, he's getting left on a doorstep.
Exactly.
So a prequel would have been perfect. You're telling me no?
He's left on the doorstep, but then it goes...
Yeah, well, McGonagall turning into a cat. And then Albus is like...
Exactly. You're hooked. You're like, what is this? I need to know more.
Yeah, but they explain everything to you as it goes on. Like, you meet everyone. You meet Hermione, you meet Ron, you meet Longbottom, you meet his fucking Toad, you meet, like, Malfoy, you meet his fucking henchman.
The problem is prequels are never as good as the original.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck? Like, if you think about it, the prequel would have been so important. I get why they did it now, because of the technology and everything, and the spells that were used in the prequel wouldn't have such great fucking robustness, but...
It's just a different way of telling a story.
I don't like it.
Like,
I've never read books like that. It's never 4 or 5 chapters, and it's like, here's a prequel to what you just read.
Well, the prequels often explain something that wasn't explained in the original.
Yeah, but explain it to me first.
It's just a different writing technique.
I guess.
It's very popular, and I honestly, I think they do it too much. I don't watch regular TV like I used to, but did you ever watch Lost?
Never got into it.
Lost was, from what I remember, the first show that did this. It was like, you start the show, you got this guy, he's wiggling his toe, and why do I care that this guy's wiggling his toe? And then it's like, 5 hours ago. And then you realize...
I love that shit. Scandal does that.
Okay, but that's the same principle. You're showing something, and then you're doing the prequel to explain something.
Yeah, but you're talking about, you show 8 movies, and then you decide to show the prequel. Who's gonna remember when Harry Potter stuck his toe on the fucking cauldron when he was in potions? Obviously me. That never happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that never happened.
You really thought... It was a fucking example.
Oh, it was a bad example.
Was it though?
I mean, I thought it was because it didn't really happen, but that's fine. I kind of see where you're going with it. But it's the same principle. It's just yours is more immediate. So it's like the idea of, 1 hour ago. It's the principle of a prequel just on crack.
I don't know. I've watched many shows have different things. I see your point, but I also see mine.
More and more shows from when I was started doing that.
How to Get Away with Murder does it. Scandal does it.
Flash Forward did it, and then that show didn't last for very long. Even what is it? Arrow, I think like the superhero shows. I think some of them.
Apparently, I'm working out.
Oh.
Apparently, my Apple Watch seems to believe that I'm working out. So here we are back at the ranch. Mixed cardio, apparently.
Well, maybe it's reading all the calories you're burning from leaking. Is that not possible? That was a serious...
I don't know. No, it wouldn't be. Why? Stop focusing on my leaking. I get it.
I was just wondering. I don't know. Can they hear the rap in this?
I don't know. It's a bop.
There's like, well, you're so blurry right now.
Definitely hearing that shit.
Yeah,
It's a bop. I mean, I would dance to it.
I don't want to be associated with that right now.
Why? That's a fucking bop. Two glasses of tequila in, and you hear this shit. You're telling me that you're not gonna bust a move?
Tequila does sound good right now.
You just started drinking tequila.
I just started drinking.
You drink Jose Cuervo. Drink some real shit.
I got the Blanca Caracas. Is that? I don't know what it's called. It's got like a clear bottle.
Okay, what does it look like?
It's clear.
What does it look like?
It's a bottle of vodka.
I thought you said tequila.
Tequila, that's what I meant to say.
So you're lying to me.
No, I'm not lying.
You're a fibber.
I got tongue tied. Excuse me.
But what does it look like? What does the bottle look like?
Listen, after a day like today, if it has alcohol in it, I will get it down. It makes all the bad guys go away.
Bad guys?
Yes. Remember those songs? It's like, oh, with each shot of whiskey I take, the girl gets prettier.
That's fucked up. I never liked that.
Well, with each,
like, if you notice that she's unattractive to you, because she could be a bombshell to someone else. But if you notice that she's unattractive to you, what makes you think drinking will make it better?
Well, it works.
That's fucked up. Fuck that.
Oh, I'm not saying that it's not.
Let some guy come up to me fucked up. You will not have my attentions. Never.
If you think about it, though, when you see her, like she's not getting much attention. She probably doesn't.
Maybe she's shy. Maybe she knows her worth, and she's not trying to be with any fuckboy.
So she gets one night where she gets to enjoy it.
Enjoy what's it? A drunken penis? You think that's enjoyable?
For someone who doesn't get any, yeah, I'm sure it's better than nothing.
Fuck that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And you're doing something nice for her. You're giving her.
You're doing her a favor?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Yes, you.
I do not agree
are.
with you. Absolutely not.
Well, as you would say,
absolutely do not continue your
if
statement.
If she's stupid enough to do it, then she deserves it.
How does that make her stupid?
Isn't that? I'm just going on you. We've talked about this before.
No, it's two different things. We talked about two different things. That conversation did not hold to this one. And you fucking know it. That's why you look like a dumbass right now.
I don't look like a dumbass. You said that if she's stupid enough to give it up with someone who doesn't really care.
We're talking about a virginity to a girl at a club.
It doesn't have to be virginity. Just anything in general. Yes, if your fault, right? If you put yourself in that situation.
What situation? What situation? Paint me a picture.
To be picked up by someone who doesn't care about you.
Okay, are we going off a guy who doesn't care about you or a guy who's drunk? But decide which problem you want.
Oftentimes, that's the same thing.
But okay, have you ever been to a bar?
Yes.
Like participated into a bar, like been there long enough to see drunken people and how they mingle and how they talk?
Yes, that's why I don't like them.
Really? When?
I avoid them.
Where? Which bar have you been to?
I've been to several.
Which ones?
I've been to Barcade. I've been to
this is fun.
2 different beer gardens.
Beer garden's not a bar, so we're not gonna go there.
Okay.
I guess it is a bar, but it's more like it's okay. It's not a bar.
All right, fine. Cause you're
it's not a bar.
You're thinking Hoboken crap.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I've been to the Shamrock. No,
Shannon.
Black Shannon. There was a Black Rock.
Black Bear.
No, I wasn't a Black Bear. Something with rock in it. There's one with
the
rock.
I don't know. That one I don't know.
The one that's what's the stupid fucking commercial all the time where everyone's like happy. Oh, look, my dad went to this thing. Dave and Buster's. There's one right by Dave and Buster's. I went to one that was right across the street from Dave and Buster's.
In Hoboken? There's no Dave and Buster's in Hoboken.
It's something like Dave and Buster's. Ted. I could have sworn it was Dave and. Are you sure?
There's no Dave and Buster's in Hoboken. You think nobody and their fucking mother would go to Dave and Buster's in Hoboken? That'd be the most poppin' spot in Hoboken.
Have you seen the people in Hoboken? Just people pissing.
There's some cute ass people in Hoboken. Don't play.
Well, yeah, and they're peeing on the street.
It's 2 a.m. and you're drunk.
I mean, it was 11 p.m. But okay.
But back to our argument. How does that make her stupid? She's also drunk. They're on the same level. Being stupid would be one we had to be cognizant.
You're the one who said that they're stupid and they get what they deserve.
You said that.
In that situation.
You said that.
No, I was defending her, saying that she was taken advantage of, and you were like, no.
How would she be taken advantage of? She was completely conscious of the whole thing. she had an expectation that was let down, that doesn't mean that she was taken advantage of.
You sound like you're talking about a specific person.
Yes, I am.
I'm talking
and you
about...
know her name. Monica Lewinsky.
Could you imagine being the person known for blowing the president?
I would have honest. There's two different alleyways you can go there. Like hell yeah, I blew the fucking president. Like I'm like that's fucking platinum, you know. Like, but at the same time, like you tittle tattled on the president. Like what made you tell people that you blew the president? And what bitterness? Like
yeah, it should be left field.
I don't know. I don't remember the reason behind it. It was just like really stupid. But my favorite part was like, you're right. She's the one who said it. Like, yeah,
it was no one's business, girl. You could have literally said, "All right, Mr. Prez, I'll see you next Monday." Like, boom, boom, boom. No, you could have kept that to yourself. You could have had fun with that, but no, you decided to open your mouth. Why?
Well, opening her mouth is how she got into
Everyone welcome Monica Lewinsky.
So you've established, like, yes, I am Monica Lewinsky and I blew the president, like, and then she got mad when everyone was making fun of her. You put it out there, like he wasn't telling anybody. You're the one who.
Of course not. He was married and the president. He was the moral compass of the world.
Yeah, but he was with Hillary. Like I get why he did it. I'm not saying it was right.
Oh,
but,
that's fucked up.
Oh, come on, her and that sort of. You think she has a sexy pantsuit for
Fuck
their
yeah, she
anniversary?
does. Her pantsuits are so nice, I feel. She had nice colors, nice vibrant colors.
Yes.
What do you guys think? I feel like they were nice.
That makes you look presidential, I guess, but it doesn't make you look DTF.
You never know. Some pantsuits be filling you out real nice.
I'm sure there are a lot of women who found her pantsuits very attractive.
And everyone, this is Constantly Chaotic. I hope you enjoyed the episode. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to see his reaction.
What was that? I was like, it's a pretty shitty way. I don't want to end on Hillary Clinton.
Alright, so what would you like to end on?
I don't want to end. I just want to go on forever.
The Queen?
He's dead.
The whole Queen is dead?
Well, I mean, not yet, but it will be.
The whole Queen is dead?
Every queen who ever lived.
The Queen? He's dead. His name was Freddie Mercury.
I know. He's in a band named Queen.
Who's apparently dead.
Yes. Yeah, that's special about him.
No, but seriously, what would you like to end the podcast on? We should figure something out. Like, what would we like to end the podcast on? That should be our next step.
Okay, fair enough. Shit happens, then you flush. Like a quote, something like that. Or, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Like, what was that? Ron Burgundy used to say that?
Yeah, that was Bruce Almighty, yeah.
Bruce Almighty. Okay. Thank you for the correction. I actually do like it when I'm wrong. But yeah, some sort of tagline like you know, fuck off, peace out, bitches, word to your mother and your mother's mother's mother. I like shit happens, then you flush. I'm partial to that one.
That's classic.
I mean, it is, and everyone can relate to it.
Well, I hope all of you enjoyed our podcast today.
I don't care if you did, as long as I get hits and I get money for it. Which I won't be using to buy things on Amazon.
I'm not in the same sentiment, so I'm just glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. I hope you enjoyed what you heard and what you saw.
I hope
any comments,
herpes
feedback?
thing didn't scare you off.
It's a fucking rash because my nose is literally an open faucet right now.
Now that you're looking at the camera again, I can see it. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. I don't give a fuck. Oh well.
Hopefully next time he will be fully recovered and we won't have these issues.
I hope so. And I hope so my hair looks better. I feel like my hair has looked a hot mess for the past like one podcast. I also was gonna just talk like we had multiple podcasts.
The word hot wasn't necessary there. Just mess is good enough.
Bye.